Diamonds like the Taylor Burton don't turn up every day. The miracle of their violent birth may be the best adventure story of them all. Volcanoes don't just spew out smoke and molten lava. They also act as elevators for the world's hardest substance, diamonds. Diamonds grow hundreds of miles down deep within the earth. They are created when carbon is placed under crushing pressure and exposed to white-hot temperatures. After baking for hundreds of millions of years, a violent volcanic eruption can blast the crystals to the Earth's surface in just a few hours. Speed is of the essence. If the journey up takes too long, the carbon converts to graphite, which goes inside pencils, instead of forming diamonds, which may cap an emperor's crown. The world's first diamond mine was supposedly discovered by Alexander the Great in India, which was known as the initial cradle of the diamond industry.
India, up till the early 18th century, was the diamond capital of the world. Most of the diamonds were in fact found in a place called Golconda. That was the only source of diamond for the world.
One of the most extraordinary diamonds to come from the mines of India was known as the Koh-i-Noor, or Mountain of Light. This stone traveled a circuitous route from the hands of a madman to the head of a beloved queen. First noted in India in 1304, the Koh-i-Noor belonged to generations of Mughal emperors who treasured it for centuries before it was plundered by a ruthless Persian conqueror.
The Persian tyrant named Nadir Shah invaded India in 1739, and he of course had known that the Mughal emperor of Delhi possessed this famous diamond, and he contrived somehow to get that diamond. Nadir Shah was able to secure this information from the harem of the defeated Mughal emperor that the vanquished emperor had the Koh-i-Noor diamond in the folds of his turban.
Once he learned the diamond's hiding place, the conqueror invoked an ancient custom.
And Nadir Shah said that in view of our friendship, and let us exchange turbans. Well, the wretched chap could hardly refuse.
The defeated emperor did not show any sign of nervousness or anger or anything, so that Nadir Shah immediately withdrew to his own private space and unfolded the turban. And when he looked up, he said, "Koh-i-Noor, Mountain of Light."
But the dazzling light show of the Koh-i-Noor did not bring the Shah good fortune. He was assassinated a few years later, fulfilling a prophecy associated with the stone.
It was known as the mystic diamond because it said whoever owned the stone ruled the world, and it is also said that it was unlucky for a man to wear it, but lucky for a lady, because most of the men who held the stone had a tragic ending to their life.
This stone remained in perpetual motion throughout the 18th century, passing hand to hand by conquest and misadventure, until the Punjab, a northern territory of present-day India, was conquered and the British took control.
The last Punjab ruler, Ranjit Singh, had the misfortune that the English walked in and took his country away from him, and he lost not only his throne, but he lost also the most famous diamond in the world at the same time.
As the British expanded their empire in India, they claimed the Koh-i-Noor for their queen in 1849. Victoria, the most powerful woman in the world at that time, would go on to rule England for 64 years. Today, it takes more than a clever disguise and a cunning rogue to make off with the world's most famous diamonds. In the $1.2 billion Millennium Dome in London, no expense has been spared to guard one of the world's newest and most dazzling diamonds, the Millennium Star. Protected by high-strength glass, cameras, and sound receivers that monitor if anyone is attempting to smash the glass, this diamond is secure, and considering its worth, it better be.
There are only about 100 or so diamonds in the world that are in excess of 100 carats, this being one of them. Each one of them is so individual, so very different. And in that case, they are extremely rare.
In the Millennium Dome, Prime Minister Tony Blair and Queen Elizabeth anxiously awaited the unveiling of the Millennium Star 10 minutes before the start of the 21st century. Following on the heels of the first royal visitors, crowds have gathered, hoping to catch a glimpse of an earthbound star.
It certainly looks brighter than the brightest star that you can see in the sky. Absolutely white as white could be. And it's cut so fantastically that there's such fire and sparkle. It looks to me like a star. It was very easy to name. We named it in about 3 minutes. De Beers Millennium Star is just a perfect, classic, beautiful miracle.
Diamonds don't come out of the ground sparkling like the Millennium Star. It takes a true artist to polish Mother Nature's perfect design. One cut can release the fire in the ice diamonds are famous for, or turn a priceless gem into a pile of dust.